What's up, guys, and welcome back. I'm back here at Carguy Acura in Fort Pierce, Florida, checking out this brand new 2024 Acura Integra Type S. Now, by the way, this vehicle, guys, is available for sale as of the date of this filming. So if you were looking for the Honda Civic Type R, or maybe the more mature version of it, which is the Integra Type S, we'll give them guys a call. That phone number is right here at the bottom of this video. And now I'm going to take you on the complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out from the exterior, pop the hood, see what powers up this thing, then walk around it, jump inside, play with this amazing technology. And at the end of this video, you're going to go for a ride together with me. And that's something that you enjoy watching. Go ahead, check out the rest of my channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get back to this. The Acura Integra Type S is brand new for 2024 model year, and I'm super excited that I'm able to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. This is a powerful, compact sedan. It is an equivalent to Honda Civic Type R, which is 315 horsepower on that one. We're going to talk about what powers up this thing in just a little bit. But first, let's start with the design, because even though while both of the vehicles are built off of the same platform, share the same engine, transmission, and a lot of other components, they are very different. Take a look at the design right here. Love the hood. I also love this front hot air exhaust right on top of this hood, dressed in beautiful piano black color, and it is definitely more mature. Not as much in your face as the Civic Type R, but it depends on what you like, of course. Love the large lights, chicane style daytime running lights. Acura right inside of here, written on it. The light setup is fully LEDs, and I love this piano black, typical to any Acura, any modern Acura grille, with this big Acura logo. A little bit of flat black down here, a little splitter at the bottom, and this is all open. This is all functional to help with the performance of this vehicle, to help with the aerodynamics and make it sound better, look better, and go faster. Type S right on the side, and Integra embossed right on the front bumper over here. Well, let's pop the hood and let's see what powers up this thing. Well, underneath the hood of this 24 Integra Type S, you'll find a 2-liter VTEC turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing 320 horsepower, 310 foot-pounds of torque, made it to a 6-speed manual transmission, delivering the power to front wheels. Now, it has the adaptive damper system in the suspension, limited slip differentials, and it also has the different drive modes. We're going to check that out at the end of this video while driving, but so far it looks very impressive. Right on the hood itself, you have this hot air exhaust right here, some sound insulation here. Well, I still have this ugly prop stick. We're not going to dwell too much on it. Overall, a really good looking vehicle so far. The Integra Type S is considered a hatchback, actually, even though it doesn't look like one, comparing to the traditional hatchbacks such as the Toyota Corolla GR or maybe Mazda 3, but it is considered a hatchback. I do like the styling, I do like the design. It definitely looks different than the regular Integra, especially when you look at those swollen fender wells right here in front, as well as in the back. It adds to that sportiness. It also has to be like this to house the much wider and more aggressive tires. Now, the wheels on this particular one have been upgraded to the 19-inch copper wheels, and I love this color combination. This with the platinum white pearl, which is my favorite color on the Honda lineup, looks absolutely amazing. Now, as far as the tires, you have the performance tires. They're Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, 265/30 ZR rated tires. In the back, you'll see a large rotors with the Brembo Acura calipers. Same setup, except the smaller diameter on the brakes is in the rear as well. Now this vehicle has also been upgraded with this carbon mirror covers right on top, but the mirrors themselves are equipped with the turn signal, blind spot assist, and then everything else is blacked out really nicely on the car. This is a combination of this satin black with the piano black. And of course, you have the smart entry system on this vehicle. Lock and unlock as long as the key is somewhere on you. Let's go around the corner. Let's check out the back. Guys, I'm melting outside, but this is the last portion. We're gonna get on the inside and we're gonna check out the rest of it. I love the back end of it. Aesthetically, visually, this is definitely one of my favorite views of this vehicle. So starting right here with this shark fin antenna, nicely sloped rear glass, and you have this very thin third brake light right here. This vehicle also has been upgraded with this carbon fiber spoiler. So again, not like in the Civic Type R, which is a huge in-your-face spoiler. This is definitely more toned down. You have the Type S on one side and a nice LED, all LED light setup. Now, what's interesting about it, both front and rear lights have the Acura written inside of this plastic casing, and Integra is embossed in the front and rear bumpers, looking really, really nice. Now, look at this crazy exhaust. Now, this is a badass exhaust. Triple exhaust right in the middle, huge diffuser on both sides, and then you have the reflector lights right here, and then you have some still sensors, because this vehicle does not sacrifice any of the safety feature with having all the power and performance of it. Now let's pop this gate open and let's see how much room we have. Now I heard the beep. There you go. Oh, you have to pull on it. There you go. This is not a power lift gate, so you have to manually open it up. Well, let's check out how much room we have. Let's check this out. I gotta tell you, one beef that I would have with it is the height of this rear bumper and how high I would have to lift the Cargo in order to drop it inside of it. But once it's there, actually, there's some room in here. And like I mentioned, you know, it does have the 60-40 split in the back seats, so you can actually fold them down if you need something longer or bigger to carry. And you don't have to worry too much about the height of it, because it is a hatchback. Look at how it opens up. Now, on top right here, you have this cargo cover, which is retractable. You can remove it as well. And inside, you have the ELS Studio 3D, because it's not only a performance vehicle, it's also a luxury vehicle. So Acura made sure they didn't sacrifice any of those plush enhancements that you'll find in some of the Acuras. Some more speakers over here, some illumination. That's what we have. But hang on, because I know I'm gonna get some questions on it, so let me show it to you guys right here. A little bit more storage underneath here, but no spare tire. Even if you lift up all of this styrofoam, yep, there's no spare tire in here. Technically, it looks like it would fit, but I doubt it would definitely sacrifice the height on the floorboard right here. So now, let's get back on the inside. I'm surprised I have as much room as I do in this compact sedan right here, or hatchback if you will. I have plenty of headroom, definitely no shortage of shoulder room, and I am not touching my knees to the front seat. Now I'm 6 feet tall. I have the seat adjusted to my comfortable driving position, and I can fit behind myself, which is a huge plus. Interior looks pretty sporty too. Let's check it out. Starting with the rear door panel right here. Now my only complaint would be too much of that hard plastic material right on top. It definitely doesn't scream luxury if you start knocking on that. This is not a touch points though. Now this is nicely padded with this red leather, and of course you have the window controls, you have your door handle, you have a little bit of storage in the bottom of the door. Then you of course have the Type S on your door sill. Now here are the seats. Now the back seats, well, there's nothing too crazy about it other than this crazy color, which some people like, some people don't. Now this looks like a 60-40 split. We're gonna check it out when we in the back. And then you have these cup holders right in the middle. So this is a 4-seater, not 5-seater. We don't have the third seat belt in here. Now one thing I wish I would have on the vehicle like this is the rear vents, which are not visible in here. I don't see any. Right underneath here either, so this would be one thing that I would miss definitely if I was a passenger in the back, of course. And then you have the seat back pocket in the driver's side only. Now interesting, there's no moonroof, and no moonroof is available on the Type S because of the rigidity of this vehicle. Before we get on the inside, let's take a quick peek at the key right here, because it is kind of special. It looks like the regular Acura key. It does have the Acura embossed in here, but in the back you see the Type S right there, so you know you're special. Of course, you have this little red band around it. Looks pretty good. It actually feels good to the touch as well, so it's not this flimsy key. But let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom. Nice and solid. Honda never disappoints with their door stud right here, front door panel right here. All right, so now we have some of the more premium materials in the front. So this is soft touch plastic. Now you have nicely padded armrest and the insert right here in this red color, ELS Studio 3D. I wonder how it sounds. We'll check that out. Now you have the door window mirror controls right here, a little bit more storage, and this is it. Now down here on the dorsal, Illuminated Type S. This is an upgrade. This has been upgraded. And then take a look at the seats. I love how they profile they are, but they're not nearly as aggressive on the Honda Civic Type R. So this could be the best of both worlds. Now you have the Type S embossed in here. You have this ultra suede insert in the middle and the red on the exterior, and this interior looks awesome. Let me show the rest of it. This is exciting. The interior looks awesome, but it's so hot. Let's start it up. Let's see how she sounds. All right. I love those pops and crackles from the back of this vehicle. So good to feel the air conditioning going in this vehicle. Let's take a quick look and see what we have. So I like this setup right here, both as a color as the material combination. So this is soft plastic. I like this trim that you see on the side and this more of a honeycomb looking type of event on the side. Now if you don't like red, it's available in different colors, so don't worry, don't panic. We got it under control. You have this infotainment screen, and then you have the all digital instrument cluster right on top. You have the head-up displays, don't forget about that. And here's the steering wheel. This is all of this ultra micro suede material with this contrast stitching over here. Feels really nice to the touch. I'm just kind of worried about the longevity of it. And then you have a combination of this piano black and matte black buttons, which I'm actually glad that they go with the matte black buttons. So this is basically controls your volume, controls your tracks, controls your stations, and then we can control what's going on in the instrument cluster with those two dials, and one on each side. So this controls basically your cruise control, adaptive cruise control, and of course what's going on in the instrument cluster. So let's take a quick peek and let's see what we have. All right, so it's all digital. On the right hand side, let me just get out of here. All right, so on the right hand side you have the speedometer that goes up to 200 miles an hour. On the left hand side you have a tachometer. You have the temperature down at the bottom, which mode we're in, total mileage 178 on this vehicle. 45 is the speed limit on the road ahead of me, and we have the digital speed display as well. Now I can change what's going on in either one of those dials. So right now it was the Sirius XM, but I can switch the source to the AM FM phone, back customized display, app, Bluetooth, USB, Sirius XM, and back here to customize display. Let's see what we have. You can hide and show display content, and depending on what you want to see in here, must stop and set park brake to change settings. All right, so I'm stopped, and here's the park brake, hide and show. Now we can see it, phone, FM, you know, so we can see everything that's checked right now, and also uncheck it as well. Anyways, we'll leave the Sirius XM, and then we move on to the right hand side. Inside of the speedometer, what do you have is several different settings as well. So of course your trip A, trip B, okay, you can hold it to reset. And then you have the navigation, attention level, then you have the turbo, PSI, another settings for your performance, G meter, and then you see I'm the only passenger in here, and I'm unbuckled, 100% oil life left, 37 PSI basically all around on the tires. This is your safety support, and let's see, you can individually turn these on or off. So road departure mitigation, blind spot information system, low speed braking control, parking sensor system, collision mitigation braking system, and back to the main screen, and no content. I believe it's the last screen. And you can also adjust the brightness, head-up display settings, gauge display settings. Oh, let's see, hide and show. All right, so we can actually select what's showing and what's hiding in here. So let's go back here and back to the main display. Now let's take a look at this infotainment system. Now the screen is definitely not the largest one. This is the 9-inch screen. We've seen it on many other Hondas. I've been complaining about it on many other Hondas. Anyways, for this size of the vehicle though, I think this is pretty good though. But you know, it does have some of the hard buttons. So home button right here, it takes you to this main display. You also have the back button, and let's see what we have. So do we have a navigation system on this vehicle? I don't see that as a standard equipment, which would be a shame, spending all this money. We're going to talk about the pricing of it in just a bit, and I don't see that the navigation is standard on it. But here at the bottom you have some shortcuts. So phone, FM, Bluetooth, audio connect, smart shortcuts, display mode, and then you have the all apps, phone, Sirius XM, FM, smartphone connection, which I'm actually going to connect my phone to it, and let's see how fast we can do it. Connect phone. I have to start search on my device. All right, so start Bluetooth, scanning, looking, pair. Yep, it's the same thing. And you have my phone connected. Yes, I would like to enable Android Auto. And now we have apps, right? So I go back to the main screen. I wonder if Android Auto is actually going to show up in here. It shows up on my there you go. So now we have the Android Auto, and voila, here it is. Here is your display. It's nice, bright, really good as far as the colors and the contrast on it. Not the largest one, but here's what you have. So this is a wireless display. Now this is pretty cool, because with that setup you can also put your phone right here. This is a large phone and it fits on this wireless charging pad. Boom, we're charging right now. We're in business. Let's go back to the main Acura screen and let's see what else we have. So USB AM, Acura Link, trip computer, compass, clock, general settings, vehicle settings. Let's see what we have here. Vehicle settings. This is this nice display. We've seen all the new Hondas. This is basically kind of like your virtual assistant, driver assist setup. So, and here's what we have. So forward collision warning, head-up warning, ACC forward vehicle detect beep. That's basically adaptive cruise control, road departure mitigation, lane keeping assist, blind spot info, traffic sign recognition, speed limit warning, driver attention monitor, rev matching system. We'll make sure it's on. I love the sound of it. Rear sensor settings. So a lot of safety equipment in here, and then you can kind of scroll through it and see of what you don't know how to use and basically get the data from here. General settings of this vehicle system, smartphone connection, display, sound, camera, and control. By the way, talking about the camera, we're gonna move it into reverse. Okay. And here we are, reverse camera. I wish it was a little bit nicer, a better resolution. It's not bad, but you know, looking at the premium brand and the premium vehicle, I think this could be improved. Now you have the different settings, so 3 different angles as far as that, and no 360. Okay, it would be nice to have. Let's put it this way. I think it's a very useful feature, especially if you're looking to spend that kind of money on it. So anyways, we can exit from here. Now this is basically divides the screen in two to give you this little icon of a vehicle with the sensors. Other than that, this is it. So this is your rear view camera. Let's get it out of reverse. And this is your infotainment system. Easy, but functional, right? I mean, really, maybe a little bit different display, standard navigation system, better cameras would be nice, but not bad at all. So you have the dual zone climate control. This is all electronic, similar to what we see in the regular Integra, of course. Some shortcuts here. And then down the bottom, you have the USB Type A, USB Type C, 12-volt power outlet, and then the wireless charging pad. I have the different drive modes. So you have the Sport Plus. Oh, let's see, they're changing right here. So let's see, Sport Plus, Sport, and Comfort. So individual, you press and hold to customize it, and then you can select the different features that you can customize. So as far as the engine, steering, suspension, or gauges, you can change it to, you know, make sure that they fit your driving style. And then of course you have this 6-speed manual transmission. This gear shifter has been updated, I believe. At least that's what they have it at the option. I'm not sure what the standard one on it is, but you have this micro suede right here, Type S. It looks nice. This is very similar to what I remember being in the Honda S2000, which is pretty good. Pretty large cup holders in here, and then you open up this headrest, have a little bit more of a storage, deep, maybe for a couple cans of Coke or something. You have the regular mirror, frameless. Okay, this is just the anti-dimming feature, and then you have your light controls, sunglass holder. As I mentioned before, no sunroof is available to maintain the rigidity of this vehicle, and then you have the illuminated mirrors. So this is the interior, but I'm really excited about the next part, which is taking it for a spin. Well, what's coming is the exciting part, but before we take it actually on the road, let's talk about the pricing, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are interested. How much does it cost? So the manufacturer suggested retail price is at $50,800, which is about $7,000, give or take, more than on the Honda Civic Type R. And the total MSRP, after you had the platinum white and the destination and handling at $1,195, $52,595. But we're not done there yet. This particular vehicle has a lot of added equipment. So it does have the Type S carpet mats, door sill illumination, shift knob, steering wheel Alcantara. That's what it is. I didn't think that was standard, but anyways, so we have the rear A-Mark emblem, and then 19-inch copper wheels, carbon fiber mirror cover, carbon fiber spoiler, wheel locks, and front emblem illumination. So there's a lot of added equipment, about $7,000 give or take of added equipment on this particular one. But I gotta tell you guys, it is available, it's for sale. If you're anywhere in Florida, or if you're looking for an Acura like this video is probably gonna post a few days after I film it. Give those guys a call. I'll leave the phone number and the link in the description of this video. So if you were looking for one, maybe this is your chance. Now this is a stick shift, so I want to make sure that I am comfortable and reaching all the pedals. Mirrors are adjusted. Let's go. Oh, I forgot about this electronic parking brake. You know, let's see, as far as the turning diameter, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some room here to flip it around and do a 360. Yep, I can see that already right here. I'm gonna even be able to measure my favorite parking spots right here to see what that is. So, parking spots, I see them, they're painted nicely. Steering wheel all the way to the left, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just touching 4, right? So 4 parking spots, very nice and tight. All right, let's stop making the circle so people don't think that we're completely lost our mind here. Here we are on the road with this Acura Integra Type S. And I gotta tell you, it feels really good. It feels stiff, but it's like not overly aggressive like some of the other brands you get inside and you're like on the rocks. This one has a fairly civilized suspension on it. It's a little side to side, nobody behind us. Ooh, yeah, this, oh, this is good. I tell you, the one thing that I wish now, I said that I like that these seats are not very aggressive, but I think if they were, they would definitely hold me in place a lot better, because at the higher speeds, when you make the southern turns, you can definitely, you know, feel yourself moving in this seat. So we're gonna check out a little bit of the acceleration. I don't want to beat on this vehicle. This is not really broken in, and it's not my vehicle, and I want to make sure that I stay respectful to it, but I kind of want to feel that acceleration on this as well. 0, a little bit of a wheel spin right here, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Very nice acceleration, very nice performance of this vehicle. I like how it handles the road. I didn't have much of that wheel skip in the beginning, so that was a big thing in a lot of you know, powerful front-wheel drive vehicles, that starting and launching them, this is hard. This one, I didn't feel that. To sum it all up, guys, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. This would be my preferred vehicle if I was looking for a compact, sporty performance sedan or hatchback, like in this case. So you have plenty of room for 4 people. I could even fit behind myself, which I can't tell about as many of the other brands of this size. So plenty of room in the back, plenty of room for cargo. You know, as far as the performance, 5.2 seconds 0 to 60. This is not the fastest thing out there. There's a lot faster vehicle that you can probably get in a very similar price range, but is it gonna be as much fun? Is it gonna be as much engaging as this? Is it gonna give you that big smile on your face when you get out of it? I recently tested a Tesla Plaid Edition, right? 1.9 seconds, something completely insane. Would I want to drive it every day? No. With this, yes, I like it. And I haven't even driven a stick shift in a while. This is easy to get used to, all right? The pedals are about the good distance between them without being too wide or too narrow, which a lot of people will find, you know, when you have your shoes, they can be, you know, going on top of each other. This is not the case with it. Transmission is nice, is on point. The acceleration is very good. There's a couple things, of course, if it wouldn't be a review if I couldn't find anything that I would be not 100% happy with it. As I mentioned before, the seats on the Civic Type R are a little bit too bolstered, right? When I sat in it, I haven't driven one, to be honest with you, but when I sat in it, I could barely fit in. Now, these are definitely much nicer and comfortable, but I can see that being a little bit of an issue if you go on the track and if you go on those switchbacks, if you're going to be able to be in place with those seats. I'm not sure. I probably should check it out. But the second thing is the camera, the quality of the camera. Okay, if you're spending this much money, if you're spending $50,000 or $60,000, I think your electronics should be top notch. It should be top of the line. Other than that, I mean, pretty much everything is right on point. Now, as far as this versus the Civic Type R, I haven't driven the Civic Type R. I've sat in it. I've watched some of the videos. I think this would be my choice. Now, you know, I'm at this stage in my life where I like to have a little bit of comfort and a little bit of plush in the vehicle rather than just that raw power and constantly go, go, go type of thing. The Civic Type R is about 30 pounds lighter than this Type S, but it also has about 5 horsepower less. So as far as the performance, they're like neck to neck, and on paper this has been tested about 0.1 seconds less than 0 to 60. So this is just slightly faster than the Honda Civic Type R. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun watching it, and I hope this was helpful. And if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, subscribe, and make sure that you'll ring that bell notification ring so you won't miss any of the videos that are coming out. And with that said, I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.